As you guys notice from my stories, I've been driving across country. And when you drive 600 to 800 miles a day, you know, your body starts to ache and you're gonna need to stretch it. This also goes good with if you work at desk all day or you have a desk job or just sitting all the time, you should do these as well. But it's always good to do some stretches after a long day sitting. There's 4 main stretches I want to show you. First one is going to be for your hamstrings. But first, when you sit, pretending I'm sitting, you sit on here, your hip flexors get very tight. You tend to round your back. So back here, back your shoulder blades, your lower back tend to get really tight. Also, your hips, and then with your knees bent the whole time, your hamstrings. So we're gonna do some stretches for your hip flexors, hamstrings, your chest, because actually when you sit all day and your back's rounded like this, your muscles are overstretched. So you don't really need to stretch those. You want to stretch the front part to open things back up, because the reason why the back of your shoulder are hurting is because the muscle is being overstretched and is trying to get back to its normal position, so it aches. So you want to stretch your front, you're going to stretch your hip flexors, you're going to stretch your hips and our hamstrings. Okay, so the first one we're going to do is going to be your chest, all right? So put arm here, just going to twist open. Can't really feel it. Do a L in the elbow and kind of just open up. Here, elbow about 90 degrees, about shoulder height. Open up. You can also put a hand on the opposite wall to help give a little more pressure. So each stretch you want to do, I'm just going to do each one about 10 seconds, and after the video I just go and stretch on my own for longer. But I always say 30 seconds is good, a minute is better, and 2 minutes is best. So at least 30 seconds each stretch a couple times. So we do a hamstring. If you have a hard time with a hamstring, you can do either right foot out front, make sure your hips are squared up. You gotta exhale, reach for your toes. Okay, or if you have a hard time just doing that, you can just lay in a doorway. Put your leg up. I like this one better just because you can relax more. Keep your legs straight, you can bend your knees for a little less pressure. But if you can't see, leg is in the doorway. Again, 30 seconds is good. 1 minute is best. 2 minutes is better. Or 1 minute best, 2 minutes better. So do those, both sides. A good hip stretch, I call it figure 4, ankle across your knee, right here. And don't round your back, keep your chest up. It helps work the hip flexors. Again, 30 seconds is good. 1 minute is better. 2 minutes is best. Here, we just do 10 seconds so we get through everything. So both sides. Ankle across your knee. Sit up. If you have a hard time sitting up, you can always straighten the leg out a little bit more. And the third one is where do I get the hip flexors? That's probably one of the tightest things when you sitting all day. So there's a few you can do. One of them I like is put your hands on your knees. And you're right here. Kind of lean forward, but keep your chest up. Because if you go forward like that, you won't get as good a stretch. Or if you need help, you can always hold on to a wall. If it's not getting a good stretch, this may be a little too high, but you can put your foot on the back of something to get it elevated, so it's a better stretch all through here. And then you do both sides again. 30 seconds is good. 1 minute is better, 2 minutes best. All right, see you guys later. Good night.